Hey guys, Spider Games here. Today I'm going to show you several places to loot lock. This is by far the best way to get the legendary weapons of your choice. So head over to the Institute and go into the Bioscience Center and head down these passageways like I'm doing here in the video, and what you're looking for is a door that says FEV Lab. Right here you're going to want to do a regular save and then lockpick the door, then do your quick save. And what this is going to do is if the enemy doesn't have what you want, you can go ahead and load that quick save and the door won't be locked anymore. You won't have to lockpick that door every time. So destroy these three mounts and lockpick this next door, and behind it should be a legendary SOULJAH Dominator. So beware of the Dominator because it does explode once or twice, and if you're too close it'll kill you. Now, I want to explain to you guys what loot locking is. If this is your first time watching my video, you're probably like, what is this loot locking? Now, what loot locking does is it makes you capable of getting a weapon or armor of your choice. For example, I'm going to be going for the Mighty Gatling Laser here in the video. So I did the quick save to change the weapon. So loading that quick save will change the weapon if the legendary doesn't have the weapon you want to loot lock. Now, you should have your autosaves on when you go through the loading screen after going through the door. That will change the effect on that weapon. So, this is the best way of getting the weapons or armor that you want. Loading that quick save once you've, nailed the weapon that you want to loot lock. Go ahead and keep loading that quick save, and that's going to change the effect on the weapon each time you load it. So it's pretty cool, and that's how I got all the weapons that I'm carrying right now. So it's very good. Now I want to tell you guys about this spot. This is probably my favorite spot because, as you can see, it produces all the big weapons with some smaller weapons or armor in between. See right here, I got the heavy version of the synth's armor. So yeah, this is probably my favorite place to loot lock. Now I'm going to be loot locking the Gauss rifle just to do it and show you guys that loot locking is a real thing. So right here, I get the never-ending Gauss rifle, which is, I'd rather have the 2-shot. So sometimes, not very often though, the Assaultron is not going to be legendary. Just go ahead and load that quick save that you set outside the door, and you're good to go. And good luck to you. Hopefully you get the weapon that you're looking for. So the next spot on our list is Wilson Automatoy's corporate headquarters, which is just east of Diamond City. So once you find the headquarters building, head over to the back door, go down those stairs right there, whatever, and do your quick save just outside the door, and then hopefully you have your autosaves turned on, or else you're not going to be able to loot lock anyways. But if not, go ahead and just, load that quick save. Now go through the door, and what you need is for the mutant that's closest to the door to spawn as the legendary. If he doesn't spawn as a legendary and a different mutant in the building spawns as a legendary, loot locking won't be possible for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but when you load that autosave, it's going to spawn a different weapon or armor or whatever it is that you're looking for. So right here I'm showing you that loot locking is possible by just loot locking the explosive shotgun. I already have it, but it doesn't matter. You get good weapons and armor or whatever from this spot. Not as good as the first spot or the third spot that I showed you, but still you can get your explosive combat shotgun, explosive assault rifle, explosive combat rifle, all those weapons. So that's what this spot's good for. Next on our list is Crude Manner. So Crude Manner is located here on this island. Once you go across the man-made bridge there, you'll find this big ass mansion. So once you find this building, go down to the basement and there's going to be a locked door, or you could find the key, but you can also use the trick that I showed you where you lockpick and then you set down the quick save. That way you don't have to lockpick that door every time you have to load that quick save. But this is one of my favorite spots to loot lock because it produces higher end weapons. Here, see, I got that explosive rifle right off the bat. But this is also where you get your Gauss rifles or Gatling lasers. Right here, I'm actually going for the 2-shot Gauss rifle, which is a beast of a gun. So that's the best sniper rifle in the game. If that's what you're looking for, you're gonna want to come here to find it. So the next spot that we're going to is the abandoned house next to Bunker Hill, which is my least favorite spot to loot lock, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But you're going to want to follow along this road here just like I'm doing to find the abandoned house, which is right here. So here it is on the map once again. But before you go through the door, of course, do your quick save, and then once you go through the door, the autosave is going to happen, all that stuff. But I'm going to show you a little faster way to get through this. If you have power armor, you can go through a hole that's going right through the floor. If not, you can just go up the stairs, which takes up a little bit more time, but that's okay. This spot isn't that good anyways. But once you get to the top, you're going to find this locked door. Go ahead and lock pick it, whatever. But this spot kind of sucks. It produces higher end weapons such as a Gatling laser, Gauss rifle, things like that. But about 1 out of 10 times that you enter this building, the legendary isn't going to spawn. So 1 out of 10 times the legendary will spawn is what I meant to say. But this spot sucks anyways. It's worth it just because it is another spot that's loot lockable. So the next loot lockable spot is going to be at DB Technical High School. So it's not going to be inside the high school. Instead, it's going to be in the subway station below the high school. And what you're looking for here is something called the generator room, which is behind double doors. Just follow along where I'm going, and you're going to find a door that's all lit up by light, and it's got an exit sign right above it. Hard to miss. So go ahead and do your quick save, and then go through the doors, and your autosave will make it so you can loot lock. Now, this is a really good spot because a legendary spawns every time here. It's going to be one of 4 raiders, so it's going to be the first one or the 2 that I just shot, and then there's another raider, but it just so happens that it's this raider here in the video. So this spot produces the lower or not so high damage weapons such as the Gauss rifle or Gatling laser, but it's still a really good spot to loot lock, and it's actually possible to loot lock here, so that's why it's on my list. Alright guys, the last 2 spots that are loot lockable are located at National Guard training yards, so head over there and you're gonna find this building, which is actually the recruitment office. So go through the double doors here, and on the other side there should be a legendary. 1 out of 10 times it doesn't spawn a legendary, which is actually really good. So rarely does that happen. This spot's really good because it produces higher end weapons. You can get the explosive shotgun, explosive assault rifle. I do find a rocket launcher one of these times, but you can also get the explosive minigun if you want. So in the next building, which is the barracks, I'm going to be heading there after I get the explosive shotgun. I'm just showing you guys that it's possible to get really good weapons here. But in the next building, which is going to be located outside, so you're going to have to go outside again, but you're going to be going through this little area that's gated off, so you have to go through this building. So you're going to unlock that computer there, go through this door, and see that you can't access this building from outside. You have to go through the recruitment center. Go through this door, and you're going to find a legendary. If it's not the glowing one, it's going to be one of these guys, but it's normally going to be the glowing one like you're going to see here in the video. But yeah guys, that's it for this video. I hope this is helpful. This is why I make videos on YouTube, is to help you guys. But for more loot lockable spots, I'm going to be making another video on that. So yeah guys, I hope this helped, and subscribe for future videos, and I will see you in the next video.